Good morning. I was going to do an audio thing, but I decided this maybe was even a little bit more personal. Just some really unrefined, raw thoughts on my mind this morning about your family. As I've just continued to pray and praise and intercede and worship and observe and rejoice in the love of God over your life and in you, and the way that He is showing His power and His might, His hope, His limitless love. And I just thank you for being honest. I thank you that you have been honest on social media when you're struggling, and you've been honest when you have a peace and a joy and an endurance that passes understanding. It's such a beautiful testimony of authenticity and also supernatural everything, just capacity. There's no explanation to you enduring so well other than the love and power of God in you, around you, in your family, around your family. And as a fellow believer, I just am so honored to be in the family of God with true worshipers. And so thank you is the first thing I wanted to say. The second thing I wanted to say is that I'm probably gonna cry, which is totally fine, but I on no level can assume an understanding of the heartbreak and the grief and the loss that you are walking at the same time while you're fighting so hard and rejoicing so much over Ethan. I know that you are walking a road that I could not begin to understand. And I want to say that as I am praying for you to be held and for you to be cared for in that space, I feel the Lord's great compassion and mercy over you. And then I also hear Him saying, generationally, your family line will have access to and an understanding of heaven because of Benjamin's very early transfer in his eternal life from earth to heaven. Because of that, your family as it stands today, and also your family line for generations, and not just linearly, but, sorry, I'm so shaky and all over the place, but not just linearly, but also in breadth. The impact and the increase of life, full life, is going to be staggering. Your family line and the breadth of your family's impact will have greater access to the things of heaven and the things of God, because Benjamin is sitting at the right hand, right? The son that sits at the right hand. I could not even believe that and that's probably like very basic to your understanding of that name, but I looked it up and I was like, what? Yes, he is. He's right there. It's such a cool, just a really beautiful picture. And I have a Joshua in the stroller who wants to walk, so I'll wrap it up. But I just wanted to encourage you with the truth and declare the truth that because Benjamin so quickly took his first breath in heaven, that your family for generations to come will have access to God. Not that other people don't have the fullness of access, but an understanding and a connection to heaven because of Benjamin's life there that most people and most families never get to taste, which means we should look for, and we will see from heaven, when we look down at your family line, we will see greater love, greater power, heavenly solutions, greater healing, greater mercy, greater compassion, all the fruits of the Spirit, greater intimacy with the Father, increased salvation, greater life in full, because your people will forever live with an awareness of the connection to heaven, of course through the Trinity, but also in the life of Benjamin. And so I rejoice in that. I am excited for that. I simultaneously am brokenhearted for you guys, but as far as big picture, what God is doing and what He is enthusiastic about, even though I don't understand all of His ways, I know He is going for the fullness of life across hundreds, thousands of years of generations through you and Jim. So I bless you, sister. I love you guys. And yeah, just so thankful for your lives.